Hi guys, welcome by a new video. Today I'll be talking about Paradox Rift, about the set. I'm doing this video in English. I'm swapping some videos between Dutch and English. I'm just seeing what works best currently, just testing um, what people like more. Is it really only Dutch people that watch me, or is it also other people either in America or in Europe? I'll talk about both prices, kind of. Everyone knows the TCG player is of course American, and then we have card market here in Europe, mainly where the most sales are happening. So let's dive right in. Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is a very underrated set, in my opinion. I think it has a lot of depth to it. Has a lot of nice cards in it. Of course, it doesn't have like a chase card like Lost Origin, where you're talking about a card of €300 plus or $300 plus. But it does have a lot of nice pools, and I think over time this set is also definitely within 2 or 3 years. Again, that's not financial advice, but it's definitely a booster box that will jump to $300, €300, something along those lines. Um, I think right now it's also a great set to pick up because it's so cheap. Compared to the other booster boxes, right? So you can see when it first came out, it was roughly 140, $150, and it dropped down all the way to right now $90 to $100. In Europe, you can get these for like 100, sometimes more. It just depends on where you look and where you get your boxes from. If you take a look at the set itself, we of course have the top pull being the Roaring Moon EX, which goes roughly around like €50. These prices are also kind of similar in Europe. Some of them are a bit cheaper, some of them are a bit more expensive. The Roaring Moon EX is of course the top pull. Then we have the Groudon. For the longest time it was actually the Iron Valiant being the second best pull, but the Groudon has totally overtook it. We're later gonna look at this card as well. We have of course the Iron Hands EX, Altaria EX. Altaria EX card is probably my favorite one from the set. I also managed to pull it myself. I think this is probably one of the best arts in this set. Altaria also doesn't have many arts, and I think it's just like an OG Pokemon that many people would like to have. So I see this card also jumping. I think in Europe right now it's roughly like €17, but it's definitely gonna be a card soon that will also jump like the Groudon in my opinion to like a 30 or €40 card. We of course have the Goldengo, which connects together with the what's the name of Gimmighoul? Yeah, Gimmighoul. There you go. You can put them on top of each other, and then they make, of course, one big art. You have some nice other cards like the Garchomp EX, Professor Sada's Fatality, which has gone up. Fatality, which has gone up since the release. You of course have one of the most expensive EXs, the Iron Hands. So if you open this set and you have this EX, make sure you check for this card because it became a very playable card in the TCG. Same for the Groudon. And yeah, this is probably one of the most expensive EXs that the Scarlet and Violet era has right now, since release, of course, because the set has been like what, 6 months old, something like that. It was around the time. You of course have the Mila, Steelix, of course, an insane art from the set. And the further we go down, we still have great arts. You know, we got the Morpeko, we got the golden cards, we got Tulip, we got Minun and Plusle, Choltik. Like I said, I think this set has just many arts, many great arts. And even if we go down, like below, what, like $4, $3, we still have, for example, the Swablu, which is a very nice design. You have the Snorunt. I think you also have, you have the Sizzlizar. You have the Crustle, not really. Depends if that's your favorite Pokemon, then that might be different. But even if we go down, you still have many great arts. The Wimpod, for example. I think I also picked up many singles of these lately. I bought a lot of these singles because I know right now they're so cheap to get, right? They're at almost the lowest price. You got the Mentike, which is also an amazing art. So you can see this has a lot of depth to it, and I think that's also like something that you should take into consideration when you look at sets, right? Don't only look at the top pull and that's what people want to chase. No, you see the further that I'm scrolling down, you still have cards which right now are still like $5, $4, $3 or euros, right? Along these lines, if you pick these up right now for like, let's say if you pick up, for example, a Mentike for like €4, €3, probably something along those lines, it's for sure gonna jump up like within a year to like €10. You know what I mean? €15, and then you doubled your money. To quickly end this video, you have the groundhog that I was talking about earlier. This card became very desirable for many people. Of course, this art is amazing. It's probably my second favorite chase card of this set. It was first like $20, 20 euros, and it jumped all the way up to 35, 38. And you see that these sales are only going up and up. And I think this Groudon will also probably become the most expensive card, right? That's going to overtake the Roaring Moon. But yeah, like I said, I think you shouldn't sleep on Paradox Rift. Right now it's a set that you can pick up for quite cheap. It's probably going to be the cheapest you can get. Of course you can get reprints, but nonetheless it's still right now at a really good value. I think it's going to go up for sure, like all the sets will. It's not for sure not going to be like an Evolving Skies, a Lost Origin, but it's for sure a set that's going to do great. And then if you also collect yourself, of course, like I do, then this is also a great set to have with all these cards. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Add me on Discord if you have any questions, or let me know down below in the comments. Goodbye.